All right. Hi, everyone. This is Makayo. I'm doing a walkthrough of Lab 1. These will always be done after the Wednesday lab and posted to my YouTube channel. Um, yeah. So this first lab was kind of looking at foundational GIS skills. So opening maps, adding things to the map, working with a few tools, and really just familiarizing yourself with the program. So to get that, I'm also going to go over how to download data from our Canvas page. And yeah, perfect. So then I hope you all had a good first week. Let's get started. So then I'm recording. Let's share it. All right. So I'm on our Canvas page and under the Files tab in Labs, and I have Lab 1. So I've got ArcMap data zip and then the lab instructions. So all of the data that we receive in this lab is going to be through zip files. So then we can click and then click on this to download it. And then once you have it downloaded, it'll come in this zipped form. To unzip it, you can right click, go to extract all, and then click on extract. The tool will run and the extracted folder will be right here. And then it's ready to be used in Arc. So then let's go back. Yeah, I'll go back a little bit further. Okay. Nope. So then also please disregard the open ArcMap. Please use ArcMap Pro. We don't go back to ArcMap after this. And yeah. So number 1 asks us to open ArcMap and add the provided schools and library features. Examine the data using the movement tools and identify tool. Okay. So to do that, we can go to our catalog, right click on folders, add folder connection, navigate to wherever you have the data saved. So for me, I had it saved in my downloads, and here's the extracted file. I click on OK. I look down here, and it's populated. So then I expand this by clicking on the arrows to the left of the folders. And then now that I see libraries and schools, I right click, add to current map, and then right click and add to current map. All right. Movement tools and the identify tool. So thankfully Arc Pro kind of bundles that all together in the Explore tool for us right now. So then with the Explore tool selected, we can click on the map and move it however we want to. And then we can also click on these points to get a pop-up of the attribute table information for the specific point. So yes. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, using the available location data and attributes, create a list of libraries found on campus and their associated addresses. All right, so we have 2 layers right now, schools and libraries. We don't need schools, so to make them go away, click on this checkbox right here, and that way we're just left with the libraries layer right here. So then looking at this, we can see that we've got 4 libraries on campus. So there's a few different ways we can gather the data for this. We can click on the points and this will give us the pop-up with the name and the address, or we can select and then select lasso and then just draw a lasso around these points. And then these points are selected. So then whenever you have a polygon, polyline, or a point that's highlighted in blue like this, that means that it's selected. And then when it's selected, any tools that you run will prioritize these points. If you're trying to export data from this specific layer, it's only going to take these specific points. But we can use that to find these points in our attribute table, and then it's easier for us to see them. So then to get to our attribute table, we can right click on libraries, click on attribute table, And then make it a little bit bigger. We can see that the 4 points that we selected are highlighted in blue right here. Now, these other points we don't really care about right now. So then in the bottom left-hand corner, we have show all records and show selected records. I would click on show selected records and ta-da, here is the second deliverable. I need the name and address of the libraries, please. Cool. We can skip past number 3, number 4. Okay, cool. So number 4 asks us to zoom to the extent and then share a simple map or export a simple map. So to do that, I'm going to click on the Explore tool because right now we have this lasso selected. So if I clicked on the map and I tried to move it, it would just draw circles of doom. So then I'm going to click on the Explore tool, and then that allows us to move however we want. And then I'm also going to add schools back by clicking on this box. So then zoom to extent. All right. So we can zoom to extent by right-clicking on schools or libraries. I'll do libraries this time. And then we do zoom to layer. All right. And this extent is the best possible extent for our map. But it looks like school has 1 point up here and then some more points down here that are just barely out of line with libraries. So then schools is what we're going to be zooming to the layer, zooming to the extent of. So then again, to get to this extent, we can right click on schools and click on zoom to layer. And then we need to export this. So we can go to share, export map. File type is JPEG. It makes it easier to put in a Word doc. And we can change where it's saved here. And we can leave these inputs alone because they're done for us, and then click on export. The tool will run. It's gonna tell me I have to rename it. Cool. So then this is what you should turn in. This is your second deliverable, sorry. So then this is your second deliverable, just a simple map of our points. All right, number 5, yes. So number 5 asks us to examine attribute information contained within the point features using both pop-ups and attribute tables. It asks us to create a list of all schools offering only grades 9 through 12. Okay. So attribute table stuff. So then let's right click on schools. Let's go to attribute table. And then this will also help inform us about what header our data is under. So as you can see, we have a variety of different headers with information in them, but the ones that we want are grade low and grade high. So from the instructions, we want schools offering only grades 9 through 12. So 9, 12. Okay, grade low, grade high. So let's click out of this. And we can click on the map banner. Now, is there a different way to do this? I mean, there is, but meh. So then we need to select these points. But right now, there's no real way for us to do it unless we want to do it by hand, which is incredibly inefficient. And yeah, no. So to get around that, we can select by attributes. So then our input rows will be schools lab 1, because that's what we're trying to find 9 to 12, the 9 to 12 schools. And then this is where we're gonna tell ArcPro what to select. So our syntax is gonna be where grade low is equal to 9. And then when we click on this green plus sign right here to add another clause, and where grade high is equal to 12. So then we click on this green check mark to check to see if this expression is valid. we got the go sign. So let's click on OK. The tool runs, and we can see that there's already some points that are selected. So let's go back to our contents. Let's right click on schools. Let's go to attribute table, and we can see the 9 through 12 schools. So again, I'm going to go to the bottom left and click on show selected records. So then these are the schools. So then your third deliverable is to create a list of these schools. So then you can copy and paste them into your Word doc by using this tool, but the format is really bad and it's just not pleasant to grade. So please just write them in or copy like the names, or copy all of it and then delete the other things that we don't need. But yeah, please and thank you. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6, let's clear our selection. And we need to measure the distance between Quinney Law Library to the Marriott Library. This is the Marriott Library. And then this is the Quinney Law Library. Awesome. So then our measure tool can be found under our map banner right here. So then I'm just going to single left click, double click, and I have 439.99 meters. So then that is the 4th deliverable. And number 6. All right, last one. Number 7, open our catalog and examine how the data is stored, including the attributes and metadata. Record the information stated in the summary of description tab. Okay, so to get to the ARC catalog, we can click on our view banner up here. And we want our pane. Nope, view. Yep, so catalog view. That opens up this window. Ooh, that's funky. There we go. Okay, so for some reason my catalog didn't open at my folder, so I just double clicked through and we're back here. So then, all right, so I don't have a summary for schools, but I do have a summary for libraries. So then the final deliverable for this lab is just to copy and paste this summary into your Word doc. And that's it. That is lab 1. So then just as a reminder, the deliverables for this lab are a list of libraries found on campus and their associated addresses, an export of an ArcGIS Pro map zoomed into the study area with the schools and libraries point features, a list of schools offering only grades 9 through 12, the straight line distance, and the summary. Welcome to Arc Pro, guys, everyone. We're in for an interesting semester. Arc Pro can be challenging, but so rewarding to learn. And I'm really excited that all of you have decided to take this class. So that's it for me. Thank you all, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Have a good rest of your week.